Hello everyone, Mark here, Marx Max Muscle, and you are looking at the official 2024 Marx Max Invitational Champion. He is this year's champion featured on my channel. This is the Hulk, Trey Ballard. I like to call him the Hulk. It's a neat nickname. It suits him. He's hulking, muscles everywhere. Now, along with the prestige of being the 2024 Invitational Champion and the prize money, which I might add he has not received yet, so you'll have to document that to make sure he does get paid. And he will. Unless, my house gets run over by a cement truck, which can happen. It's happened before. But along with all of that, the prestige, the prize money, he also gets to be compared with the great one himself. Marx Maximum. Who wrote that down? Terry. Marx Max Muscle. He gets to obviously defeat me in a matchup. I'm not going to be able to defeat my own champion. Are you kidding me? I would have placed somewhere in the middle. I would have placed 14th, I think, at the Marx Max Invitational. But yes, let's do a little comparison. But you know what? Since this is a special occasion, so we're treating the Hulk to a comparison. Let's slip it just a little video footage here. I usually don't show. Nice front double bicep pose. He looks okay too. Freeze frame it. Have a little gander, if you will. Hey, why did I make myself so much bigger in the picture? And I have much more of a tan. You can see that. It's because the video footage that I'm showing is actually from the day before I did my final posing routine. I usually, do days leading up into, if I do a little exhibition, things of that nature. And I didn't have the spray tan on me. But either way, guys, you can plainly see there is a dominance in which case that I would never be able to touch. I could get on all the horse tranquilizers, the gear that you would ever imagine, and I would never beat the Hulk. It's just too much in the way of genetics, and hey, we can't exclude hard training. Know what I'm saying? So it's not just having the genetics, it's employing your genetics to their potential. But having said that, maybe not my strongest pose. Go to the video footage. You can definitely see I didn't have my spray tan on. Front lat spread. Now, if the front double, freeze frame it there for just a second. If the front double is a weak pose for me, what would be a strong pose for me? Well, I guess this front lat spread. Probably my favorite pose. Favorite front shot anyway. I like the back poses. But I guess for the front shots, front lat spread, definitely better than my front double. Trey Hulk. Look at the pecs being displayed to their full effect here. Mine just disappear. It's because he's hitting it more to spec, to be honest. My hands are up a little too high. Just trying to create more lats, I guess. The judges would probably prefer the way Trey Hulk is hitting it. And I think they'd prefer the mass on the quads as opposed to the dandelion spores that I feature. Calves aren't bad, though. Training those every day. Every day. Doesn't matter if you work extra hard on them for one day of the week. That doesn't matter. You gotta work them every day. Every day. Trust me. Before, they were even smaller than this. What's smaller than a dandelion spore? Go to the video footage. Roll that beautiful bean footage. Fast forward mine there. A dilly-dally with a little hoo-ha pose. Side chest. Ha! Yeah, freeze that there for just a second. Just the look on my face. And the lack of chest thickness. Of course, Hulk, I would like to see him popping his chest out a little bit more. To be honest, with the musculature that he possesses, and in my own self, I don't have much muscle, but I think my chest should be stuck out a little bit more. This just gives you guys, or it should anyway, give you guys an appreciation of the IFBB athletes and how they do hit every pose. We all want them to hit the chest, side chest like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but it's just not going to happen because it's, a combination of many things. Arnold used to expand that rib cage and every day, vacuums, things of that nature. But having said that, guys, I'm going to go back to the video footage here. My arm was looking pretty small in that comparison, know what I'm saying? Rear double bicep pose. Look how wide the Hulk is up top. Look at that. Now, freeze frame it here. And if you'll freeze frame it, I says, and you'll notice I made myself a little bit bigger because he stepped the line a little bit. Shame on you, Hulk. I'm just joking, but he did. From when he started, I sized it when we started it, and that's why I made myself a little bit bigger in the pictures. Okay, not to make myself look like a real big man. We're probably about the same height, me and the Hulk, but definitely not the same shape. Decent lat insertions on Marx Max Muscle. I don't have the width or the V taper of this Hulk, but you can definitely see not bad in the way of lat insertions. Probably genetic, could be. I do a lot of pull-ups along with other back workouts. But having said that, guys, obviously still go to the next back shot. Obviously still I'm not beating the Hulk. Here is the rear lat spread, and I love this shot from Trey. He has the width. I mean, I do like to brag about myself. Sometimes people say I don't like to brag. We all do. And I have a pretty small waistline. I have very Victorian, if I do say so for myself. And this Hulk, his is half the size of mine, for goodness sakes. That's not fair. It really isn't, if you're me. It's very fair if you're Trey. It's good if you're going to go be an IFBB bodybuilder, which you could be. In fact, the launch pad of being the Marx Max Invitational champion could propel you, at least a foot in the air. I'm just joking. There is some prestige. And as my channel grows, so too will the honor. Go through these motions. Oh, look, I fixed the film. I zoomed myself in. You see that? Myself. I skipped a little portion there. Into the side tricep. Interesting indeed. The chest itself might even look better in the side tricep for this Hulk than it did in the side chest itself. And you know how often I see that? Very, very. That's how often. You'd be surprised. Nick Walker, same thing. Dorian Yates, same thing. Can't think of any more right now, but trust me, there's more. I don't know what happened to my chest. As Jesse Ventura said about, I don't know who it was, I can't remember, Ozzy Osbourne, somebody like that. Alice Cooper, he said, he has a sunken chest. Gorilla. Monsoon. But he did, and so do I. Trying to do a vacuum is what I'm trying to do. Go to the next shot. We only have a couple more, guys. The abs and thigh. And yes, I do have abs and a thigh. It's just that you can't really see the abs. And I got some small thighs. But, hey, it is what it is. Look at that just unbelievable V-taper of this Trey, Ballard, and obviously in better condition as well when you look at the abs. That's not my fault. It's only because I wasn't disciplined enough with dieting. Actually, I just didn't diet long enough. I'm not bad as far as discipline is concerned. I can stay on a diet, but, there's not much muscle there to diet off, so any sharper than I would have, the little thighs would have got even smaller, so we're in a little bit of a bind. Maybe some juice would help. A Legs look pretty stringy here. Arms like an alder bush. I'm just joking. Well, compared to the Hulk, yeah, just about. But you know what? I try to look at the glass still has a shot left in it, rather than it's almost empty. I didn't even give you half of it. I'm trying to look at the bright side. I look at the bright side of things. My calves are okay. Doing battle with the Hulk. If you could imagine that. He's still probably beating me on them. I'm getting him on the angle, on the calves here. And in the traps, not bad. Almost catching up with him. Almost on 2 muscle groups. And not even from behind. You could see the traps. They were just 9 times as big as mine. But I have the genetic ability to pop them out. My dear old grandfather could do the same thing. He used to, he'd have a couple of drinks and he'd rip the shirt off and start doing some flexes. And then other people would start flexing. And other relatives, professional bodybuilders, well, not professional, but competitive bodybuilders, and flexing. Everybody was flexing, drinking beer. Now, at what point do you start flexing? At the 6 beer level? 7? How many beer does it take to get you to start flexing? Probably turns into sugar, gives you a sugar boost. Couple of beer and some flexing. Anyway, that is your treat of the week. Hulk, you win the Invitational. You get to defeat Marx Max Muscle, just like last year. Look forward to next year, too. It's going to be even bigger. Oh, the views of the finals are already ahead of last year's views from the finals. So it was a success. Have a great one, guys.